Alright everyone, so welcome to my first video here for the shop for Industrial Evolution Designs. Now this is my shop, what is becoming my shop. We moved into this house about a year ago, and as you can see, it's kind of in disarray. Not kind of, it's very much in disarray. I've started to try and organize stuff, and life gets in the way, things happen, and we started a new business just about a year ago, and that ended up taking a lot of priority over my time, and I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed by the condition and state of everything in here. This is going to change. It's work in progress, but as you can see, there's a lot of work that needs to be done in here. Not proud of this, I'm not, but I am very much eager and anxious to start getting stuff organized here and start making things again. I bought this lathe here, nice Rikon lathe, last summer. Got into wood turning about 2 years ago, and the lathe has literally been sitting here for about the last 6 months. I haven't done really anything with it. I tested it out, tried turning a piece very briefly, just as a test, and I also started welding together some angle iron to make a table for it, a stand to hold it. And as you can see, the stand is incomplete, and it's been sitting here for a while, and we've got a nice little coating of rust already on it here, and that's obviously something that's going to need to be addressed. It looks like the lathe here is going to be having a date very soon with some steel wool and some oil to help correct that. This is part of the problem that I am running into with my shop here. I live in south central Georgia, and we have high humidity here during the summer months, and there's really not much in the way of ventilation. There's gable ventilation up there at the top of the roof here in the garage, but the garage slash shop is completely unair conditioned, and so basically all the humidity in here affects everything in here. So this is a problem that I'm going to have to address here very soon. So right now I'm filming this in the beginning of April, and it's still fairly cool outside. It's still fairly comfortable. Humidity hasn't been an issue yet, but that's going to be changing very rapidly here as the summer progresses, or summer approaches, rather, very rapidly. And I've been collecting things along the way, pieces here and there for projects, things I want to build. You can see I've got some old Rock Band electronic drum pads here. Not sure what I'm going to use those for, but dumpster dive. Scored those on a dumpster dive. I've got some bicycles there. Nobody rides bicycles in my home, so I'm not even sure if I'm going to keep those. Over here, recyclables, a bunch of aluminum cans. I want to do some aluminum casting, so I started saving some aluminum over a year ago, soda cans and whatnot. This is a trash bag full of grocery bags, plastic grocery bags, and most of the time these things end up in a landfill. I always thought, they're great stuffing. I'm thinking about making like a beanbag chair out of them, using them as the stuffing for a beanbag chair, as opposed to throwing them away, I'm all about upcycling stuff, recycling and upcycling, where you take something and you repurpose it for something else, like this conduit here. I've done some sculptures using this flexible aluminum conduit for electrical work. Looking forward to doing some projects with that stuff. Old printer here, old printer. Boy, I just, when it comes to printers, there's so many useful parts inside these things that I just can't bring myself to throwing them away. When you have a printer that dies on you, you've got stepper motors in there, you've got all sorts of gears. A lot of people use them for things like, making a CNC machine. Maybe that'll be a project at some point. I've got other recyclables up here. Those are just empty boxes, I think, at the moment. Yeah, plastic for doing some remolding of plastic, HPV plastic. Possibly going to do some work with that. Let's see. Go around over here. What else have we got over here? I think there's like a mini fridge over there. I've got an outboard boat motor that needs work. Got an old microwave over there. I can never throw away microwaves either. Once again, it's another instance of just something that has a plethora of useful parts in it. We've got our gardening stuff over there in the corner, and there's just a bunch of stuff in here. Purchased these 3 solar panels last summer. They're 24 volts each. They put out 330 watts of electricity, so between the 3 of them, just shy of a kilowatt of power. And as you can see, they're not generating any power. They're sitting here in the garage doing absolutely nothing, and I kind of feel that every day that they're not sitting out in the sun producing electricity is energy that's being wasted. So at some point I am going to incorporate those into something. I'm possibly thinking about powering the shop here with solar energy. With a kilowatt of power, I could run the majority of my power tools, possibly even running a dehumidifier in here, solar powered dehumidifier, to keep the humidity in check in here, and not run up the power bill. Since I've got them anyways, they're sitting around, they're just gathering dust, put them to use. Other than that, you can see my wood bin over there, my scrap wood bin over there. I'm all about upcycling materials once again. The majority of the lumber over in that bin are from pallets. I'm all about repurposing old wood pallets. You can see I've got some planks here from some pallets that I've already deconstructed, taken apart. I've got various pieces of driftwood. Various pieces of driftwood over in here that I want to make into stuff. We've got some turning blanks that I started to turn when I was taking my wood turning class. This is the beginning of a bowl that I haven't finished yet, but some other pieces in here as well. I have been turning on the lathe, so scrap wood over in there, and just a whole hodgepodge of projects and stuff. But first things first, before we tackle any new projects, is going to be to get this place in order, make it look presentable, put things where they need to go, organize the place, make it look like a presentable shop versus the god-awful war-torn aftermath that you see around here. Get things organized in here and start making stuff. So that's where we're at right now. My son Alec, say hello, Alec. Is here visiting for spring break. Alec's going to help me start getting this place in ship shape here, straightened up and organized, and so that will probably be our next video here, as we'll maybe I'll set up the GoPro camera in the corner, and we can do a time lapse as the shop starts to come together here and starts to become more organized. But anyway, that's where we're at right now, trying to get the shop in shop shape, and next video, one of the next videos, hopefully you will see some progress in that regard. So Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like it. Hit the subscribe button. And this is the first in a series of videos for Industrial Evolution. I hope you enjoy it. And come with me on the journey while I create cool stuff. Peace out.